Hey guys, so it is day 12 of Inktober. Today's prompt is Shattered, and I have to say I have been so excited for this day ever since the prompt list came out. That's because before I started this, I was intending to do scary movies and books as my theme. But then when the prompt list came out, I realised that A, I hadn't watched enough scary movies before, and B, I couldn't really make them fit with the prompts. So I ended up scrapping that idea, but one of the movies that I held on to, determined to fit it into this challenge, was one of my absolute favourite movies and a book that I've actually read pretty recently. That is Misery by Stephen King. If you haven't watched it or read it, then I strongly suggest that you do. They are both incredible. Kathy Bates is one of my favourite actresses. In fact, I watched her in something recently, Disjointed on Netflix, which is a sort of comedy series about selling marijuana in California. She was really funny in it, and I would also suggest you go watch that. But getting back to Inktober, the scene that I thought best related to today's prompt Shattered was the scene where Kathy Bates' character Annie Wilkes hobbles Paul Sheldon, who is the character that the book surrounds. If you don't know what hobbling is, then I suggest that you go away and look at that, but just watch this video first. I wanted this drawing to be more of a realistic, if I can say that, image of the film rather than illustrated interpretation of it. So for this I actually went again onto Google and found these film stills from that scene. It was really hard to actually find a still image rather than a GIF, so in the end I just had to download one, and funny enough my computer actually separated it into the various pictures that made up that GIF, so I was able to just flick through them and find one. But yeah, so I started out drawing it. In fact I had to draw it twice because on the first attempt the face wasn't going right and I'd worked it too much that the paper had gone all funny, so I just had to cut that out and start again. And actually that's like a tip I would give you guys, is if things aren't going right, just start again. And if you do that before you get frustrated, then chances are your second attempt will be a lot better than the first. So once I finished sketching, I had intended to then go on and do fine liner, but I decided at that point that I wanted the image to be a lot more subtle, so I would go in with washes of ink instead. I was really happy with the outcome. It was what I had in mind. It did take me a lot longer than I thought it would. In fact, this is probably the longest I've spent on an Inktober drawing so far. But it was what I had in my mind. If I did it again, then I would probably do it a bit bigger, just so I would have more room to put more work into the face. I think that it isn't as realistic as I would like, but apart from that, I'm really happy with it. In my last video, I asked you guys to give me questions that you want me to answer in my videos, and Jasmine Todd asked me what inspires me and how do I get inspired to do these Inktober drawings. So I am inspired by things that have happened ages ago, by places I saw, people I met, things I did, but I tend to look at them when I look back and put a certain twist on them. I change the scenario a bit, and it's that what if this had happened that sort of gives me inspiration. I also take inspiration from nature, but again, it is sort of the way I look at it. So where I live, it's sort of very much in the wilderness. I'm surrounded by forests and fields and rivers and busy country roads, and while other people see the beauty in it, I also see the beauty, but I also see a more darker side to it, and it's those things that also sort of give me these wacky ideas. In terms of getting inspiration for an Inktober drawing, I don't know, it is really just down to the prompts and what comes across my mind at the time. It could be, you know, like today a film, or yesterday a song, or, you know, just really anything that happens. So yeah, so that's all I have to say about that. Oh, today's featured Inktober YouTuber is Doodle Stuff. He was one of the first channels that I actually watched on my channel. and he is one of my first subscribers. He has commented on a load of my videos and I have sort of got a really good dialogue going with him. He's given me loads of advice. He has been uploading every day for Inktober so far. I believe his Shattered video is up at the moment. It's sweet and short, but definitely go check it out as well as his other videos because he has some really funny and cool ideas going. Give him a cheeky subscribe and yeah, share the love. That's all for now. If you enjoyed the video, then please give it a thumbs up and share on all your social media. If you're not already subscribing, then do, and if you're already subscribing, then make sure that you have the notifications turned on so that you don't miss any more of my videos. Have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.